Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Mbappe! Oh, horrible miscue.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Threads one in. Baresi makes the interception. Well, we hardly need reminding, Jim, of the strengths of David Beckham. He could play a huge part in the outcome of this game.
Yeah, he's one of a kind, isn't he, Peter? No one could match his accuracy or technique in delivering the ball. On top of that, you have his great fitness levels getting up and down the pitch, and his big game mentality, and his quiet leadership.
McAllister. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, no joy this time. Timber clears it away.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Tries to pass it through. And the shot! And he's following up! Goal! Corinthians! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Oh no, this does not look good.
Tanzania really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Baresi.
Tanzania are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Oh, no question, that's a foul. And he's forced to go back. Barcola. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Mbappe running with the ball. He's on it, can he get away? Guardiola. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Joelinton attempts a clearance. And we have our very first corner. That's the keeper's ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's managed to get free. Closing in on goal. Oh, shooting chance! It's hit the crossbar. Cleared without hesitation. Half an hour played now. Now it's Mbappe. That has been cut short.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Mbappe could move up a gear here. It's played through for him. And he's straight offside. No, again there's no way through. Now it's Mbappe. Now that's well seen too.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Now he's got space here. And he's cut it out. Rijkaard. Very nicely done. Good spot that. Tries to play it through. Beckham. Spread to the right. Looking for the run. Oh, well played, well played. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Floated through. And that's a... Mbappe! Oh, that could be pivotal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
43 minutes is number 9, Kylian Mbappe.
Tanzania restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Griezmann is in a really good position out wide. Oh, he's been chance! He's scored! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Joe Linton is the guilty party there. Tries from a long way out. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seat. And all of a sudden, things are looking pretty rosy. And we are up to the break.
Well, I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
Tanzania ahead by just the odd goal in 3. It is 2-1 at the interval. So let's get the ball rolling. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. All Black gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. Barcola. Barcola will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Griezmann providing an outlet on that flank. Tries from distance. Driving forward. Knocks it into space. Griezmann. He has found the way through. Gets his head on it! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Alexander-Arnold. McAllister. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that is a little undercooked. That's going wide left. He's picked his way through. Barcola going face-to-face with his great rival. He's rising! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Tanzania clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
That's a shade optimistic.
Substitution for Tanzania. Number 9.
Tanzania can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
13, Griezmann. Coming on the field, number 15, Soboslai. Number 14,
Stood up well to him there. Now it's Messi. And the pass is intercepted. Vardiol. Tacho spots it and intercepts. And it's Beckham. That's destined for the flank. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Barcola with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Barcola has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Now, can they get him away? McAllister stood his ground strongly. And here comes the corner. And he's taking no chances there.
Corinthians really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
He slings it in, and that is well cleared. Tanzania still have the cards to affect this game. And that's gone loose. Just about up to 75 minutes. He's found a way through. Soboslai goes for a shot! And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card.
Substitution.
It's their second corner of the game.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And that could set him on his... Tries a shot! So close to drawing level.
He really didn't cover himself in any glory. His finishing let him down when he needed it most.
Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Can he get it through? Rijkaard. Serginho. Szoboszlai is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Could go all the way here. Oh, he's having a go! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
So, third corner of the game.
Tanzania really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Corner number 4 coming up here. And that has been knocked clear. Flashes it across. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Messi. And now the breakaway. Great ball. Decent chance! Oh, he's done it! So smooth. A signature finish.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Time added on, 4 minutes. Oh, just skips past his man. Shifted it to the flank. Can he spark a counter here? And there goes the final whistle. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim? So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's away we go then. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies with exactly this setup.
David. And this is Batistuta. So can he finish? And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Looking for a runner. And it's Batistuta. That's a good ball out wide. He steps in, and that's the end of that. That's a cute ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Kimmich. Cleared without hesitation. Look at the space here. Chance for a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Gerrard does really well to win the ball there. Can he get it through? Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Tanzania are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And here's Neymar.
Neymar really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Griezmann. Oh, good climb! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
David. Now there's tries a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Well taken goal. And there's the goal they've been looking for. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Flamengo are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off their shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
And that's been won straight back. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. It's a searching pass. That has been cut short. Chance here to counter. Neymar. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Not too many have the power or indeed the accuracy from this range. Would he dare to have a go? Shot could be on. Great chance! And no mistake. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. A probing pass. No luck with that dink over the top. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Flamengo clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And he cuts out the supply. And it's Griezmann. Now, can they get him away? Abiati claims comfortably.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Drogba. Dembele. David. Threads one in. Nice interception, well timed. Tanzania are still behind as we reach out for half-time. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. And it's Batistuta. Spread to the right. Cross needs to be getting up there!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's played it back. Batistuta. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Kimmich.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de
That's
acréscimo.
Batistuta. Looking to play him in. And a chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Griezmann. Can he spark a counter here? Mbappe running with intent. Mbappe! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And the referee has blown for half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Senhoras e senhores, vamos dar os parabéns ao sócio torcedor que comemora seu aniversário hoje.
Away we go again.
Tanzania really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Rijkaard. Adams. David is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. And it's Serginho. And here's Dembele. And this is Batistuta. Griezmann. Oh, good-looking ball. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And here's Drogba. Showing good feet. Brilliantly cut out. Tanzania needing a change of fortune here. Olise will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. David, driving, he's going for goal! Crossbar comes to the rescue, and that's in! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Flamengo go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment.
It's Drogba! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Now it's Mbappe. Griezmann has the space to scheme. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Haaland. Looking to wriggle clear of his marker. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Rijkaard gets across and deals with it. Rijkaard, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Mbappe! And it's in! Just one goal in it now! Game on! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Substituição.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Tanzania cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Adams.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
De Ligt did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And it's Lukaku. He's had it taken off him.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Diaz. He'll try from distance. Oh, he'd love to have another go at that.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
This looks promising, Danny. Oh, good effort! And now they can spring out of defence. Played through into space. Oh, that's fabulous. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And he's quick to snatch it back. And it's Dembele. Well, this could be it, bar something close to a minor miracle.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
And here's Drogba. Drogba powering forward here. David. Oh, this is a great position.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Nicely shaped ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Olise wins the duel this time. Time added on will be 2 minutes. David. Gerrard. And here's the chance to counter. No, he's just misjudged that one. And we're done. Tanzania were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort unrewarded. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. The Estadio Urbano Caldera is small for a top-flight venue, but it makes up for that with its history and its heritage. So it's away we go then. Clarence Seedorf, he's a leader, he's a schemer, a controller, he's certainly a winner, he's all of those things, and he's much, much more.
I'll take it a step further. He's a serial winner on the European scene. In fact, it's that pedigree which I see as his greatest quality.
Messi! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Tries to play it through. That is good alertness. Could move up a gear here. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Ronaldinho. This is a promising build-up. Messi tries a shot! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer.
There's the shot! Timber getting this one clear. Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. There's the header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. And they've got rid. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Seedorf. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And this is... He's had a shot! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Bergomi is a perfect combination of brain and brawn.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And the shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, he's done so well then. Almost the perfect link-up. There was a split second there for the perfect finish too. Shame he didn't take it.
Makaleli is always looking to break lines. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Makalele. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
That's a super give and go. And Hullet! Sharp and fizzing, but not quite.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's been shifted off it.
Milan definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being...
He's gone for goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Xavi Alonso. That's a cute ball. Maicon cuts it out. Sergi. And Makalele. And here's Mbappe. Xavi Alonso. Now he's got space here. Oh, that's clever. Mbappe. Oh, sweet feet. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And here's Mbappe. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Aimed beyond the defence. Decent chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Oh, good finish. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Akanji deals with that comfortably. And he can thump it away. Nice physical challenge. It's a searching pass. It's played through for him. Mbappe! Diaz. Oh, great leap! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Haaland certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Oh, lovely bit of skill. Looking to play him in. Pings it across. And it's hoisted clear. That's the end of the first 45. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. The midway point of the game.
Well, I think it's been a fantastic watch, with chances created at either end. But it has to be said, neither team have been particularly clinical with their finishing.
Tanzania are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And so the action is resumed. No way through. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Mbappe, lovely pass, but can he get there? Cross deflected behind for a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Messi with the short one. He shifted it to the flank. Driven in.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Sergi is one whose deliveries we all know about. And it's Messi. Michael. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Messi has found the net here, of course. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Well, nicely intercepted. He's looking wide. Diaz on a serious charge here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he's had it nicked away. Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Ronaldinho. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway. Well, Edmilson's selection has certainly attracted some scrutiny, but the man himself looks, as ever, Jim, utterly unfazed.
Yeah, I like him because he's got a certain elegance about him, Peter. We all know Brazilian players love the idea of getting forward, and he's probably one of the better defensive players on the ball.
So no gung-ho heroics?
No chance.
And that is well cleared. And that has left him in a heap. Mbappe is onto this. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Messi. Now it's Yamal. Now, can they get him away? Oh, important interception. It's a searching pass. And the through ball. And he's there to clear it. Tries one from range. It's loose now and they want to get it back. That's a lovely, neat pass. Akanji spots it and intercepts. Neymar will not want to lose out here. He's having a pop! He's scored! Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Aos 13 minutos do primeiro tempo, pelo jogador, camisa 7, Neymar.
So, a breakthrough already. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Messi. Edmilson. Oh, he's having a go! But he's left disappointed.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then.
Defending here is really tight. Yehi. That's been shipped out wide. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Timber promptly onto that, and that is that. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Tries to pass it through. Mbappe! In he goes again, and he's stuck it away. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
Tanzania are big chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Batistuta really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Griezmann plays it short. Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, he's been caught napping. Can he finish? Relentless. Just relentless. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Tanzania find a position of real strength now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Oh, that's a key interception. Tanzania have scored 2 quick goals here. Great vision. He's in a great position here. Tries to cross. Timber tries to clear. Quality ball. No, that's been intercepted. That's good running with the ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, he's played it in low. And that's the keeper's ball. Tanzania are looking to break at pace. And it's Gerrard. Guardiola. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Mbappe. Oh, this is a terrific run. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Gerrard. Neymar.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
No, again there's no way through. Nicely shaped ball. That is a great pick out. And Batistuta!
Foram indicados
Yamal
2 minutos de
For
acréscimo.
Messi. Can he get it through? That's a shade optimistic. Guardiola. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now that looks a decent ball. That has ended up in no man's land. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Tanzania absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Tanzania producing a nigh-on perfect 45 minutes. It's 3-0. We're on the move again. Akanji calmly anticipates.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Messi. And he's being shifted off it. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Yamal. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Messi. Edmilson. Can he get on the end of this? Guardiola. That's a cute ball. No, he's just misjudged that one. The message is clear, none shall pass. Well, it's still early in the second half, but this does look like a job already done. Threads one in, and this is Neymar. Shot, surely! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Played into space. Akanji cuts out the pass. Yamal. And it's Gerrard. Pass is just off target. Guardiola.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Long ball by the goalkeeper.
Tanzania have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Caught offside that time.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
So we have movement on both benches.
Camisa 10. Camisa 19.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Camisa 11.
Dani Olmo just eases him off the ball.
Campo para a entrada de camisa 9.
Driving on and making good progress.
Camisa 7. Camisa
And it's Olmo.
67.
He's on it, can he get away?
Substituição.
Rijkaard deals with that comfortable chance! Dani Olmo can so cleverly bypass the press. Shevchenko. Shevchenko! Oh, it's come off the upright. Nicely weighted ball. Dani Olmo. Tanzania do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And here's Batistuta. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. "75 minutes played. Looking for options for movement. Tries a shot! Oh, off the bar! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Can he latch on to this? Akanji. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Lukaku. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Diaz. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Wow, look who's involved.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Gerrard. Gerrard running with intent. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle, stopped him dead in his tracks. And the pass is intercepted. Ball is over the line. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. And it's Shevchenko.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left...
And a chance! It's in! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So could they be onto something here? Batistuta pulls it. And the referee brings it to a close. Tanzania are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. We're up and running then.
Okay, I'm probably going to be accused of fullback bias again, Peter, but Giuliano Belletti is someone I see as having a key role.
Your type of player?
Yeah, he's very competent defensively, first and foremost. He knows that's his job, so he's not the type that's going to be constantly rushing up and down the flank at 100 miles per hour, delivering crosses.
He's had a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Griezmann with the short one. And that is masterful defending. And now a sudden chance to counter. Hazard is in a really good... Hazard! And that was struck with genuine force.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, well played, lovely. Davids pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Now it's Messi. No, that's been intercepted. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. It's a searching pass. That's very neat. Tanzania have their second corner now. They've played it short. That's good play. Can he finish? And he's done it! What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. It's a pretty loose pass. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Totti. Oh, that pass isn't the best. That pass has been well intercepted. Messi finds himself offside. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Nice looking ball. Oh, delightful ball. Totti.
Internacional definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Oh, he refuses to take the bait. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Knocks it into space. Messi finding himself in space. And he shoots! And the counter is on. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Little doubt, that is a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. And here's Mohamed Salah. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Neymar. Looking for options for movement. Spread neatly. Chance! And he's heaved it away. Now that looks a decent ball. Tanzania do have a chance to counter here. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Batistuta is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Takes a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Mohamed Salah is offering a wry smile there.
It's a good run he's making out on the left. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Oh, he's decent chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Oh, nearly, but not quite.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
And he cuts out the supply. Griezmann, a player who needs no introduction. Edmilson. Totti. Belletti.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That's been cut out, well played. Xabi Alonso scooting forward. Xabi Alonso stood his ground strongly. They're going to be quick to recover this. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de
Threads
acréscimo.
one in. Good ball, good take. Oh, now he can run away with it. Neymar engages and forces him off the ball. So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Tanzania come in leading by just the odd goal.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Tanzania have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0.
Substituição no time do Internacional. Camisa 12, camisa 21,
The second
camisa
period is
6,
underway.
camisa 26.
Tanzania definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Camisa 11, camisa
He's onside.
19,
Batistuta
camisa
with a
22.
beautifully timed run.
Okay, it didn't quite come off on this occasion, but you get the feeling as a team they might want to just stick with this approach.
Serginho. And he's in on goal. Great chance! And no mistake. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And no, he's seen through all of that. Cout with a reputation for taking on any shot.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, that's a key interception. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Griezmann. Gets a good foot in there. Aimed beyond the defence. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Deftly away. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That has ended up in no man's land. That has been slung wide. Donatoni. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Internacional have a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Substituição.
Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Well, that has not gone well. Foot in. Cout. Not the most accurate pass. Tries to play it through. Diaz is in a really good... He's had a shot! Griezmann looking understandably energised after his goal. Can he latch on to this? And he was quick to react. Griezmann is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Can he get on the end of this? He has found it. It's Cristiano, and it's come back out to him. Goal! International! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Substituição em andamento.
So we have further activity on the bench here. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
He is through here. Quick look, then plays it in. And he's there to clear it. Tanzania tries from a long way out. And that really should have been that.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back. It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Towering header! Another one of football's and how moments.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
Diaz. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Internacional keep calm in the face of danger.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
He's found a way through. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And no surprise, that's a booking. And it's Timber. Real chance here. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, the whistle's gone. What's he given? And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So a big moment. And he scores! Back in business! Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
Tanzania dragged themselves back again.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
And he's taking no chances there.
Well, that might be that.
Can he finish? Incredible! Just incredible! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Internacional now on the verge of victory, save for a few potentially hectic final moments.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question: how long is there left, including stoppages?
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Diaz is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
There's the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
And it's been taken short. What a throw in. Just eases him off the ball.
Well, he certainly...
And the referee brings it to a close. Tanzania played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Listen, despite the loss, they have to take something from this.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. The Urbano Caldera is located slap bang in the middle of a residential district here in Villa Belmiro. It is certainly a venue which has a lovely homely feel to it. So straight into the action. And Batistuta! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Batistuta is offering a right smile there. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Oh, good climb! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And it's Griezmann. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Griezmann! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. Van Bouten was in no mood for any of that. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, some astute defending there. Now it's Batistuta. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Rijkaard.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He has found the way through. And the shot! And that's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Looking at a different game now.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Cruyff. Oh, they can break here. Always onto this. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And Batistuta! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him. And it's Batistuta. No, that's been intercepted. Griezmann, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Cruyff. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. Xavi Alonso. He is through here. Now this could be a chance. Di Lorenzo did well to stay calm there. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Can he latch on to this? He's found a way through. Count crosses. Griezmann. And the counter is on.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
That's a lovely, neat pass.
Batistuta really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Looking to play him in. Count providing an outlet on that flank. Goes for a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Manchester United have their second corner now. And they've got rid. Now it's Xabi Alonso. And now they can spring out of defence. Great defending, strong. He's having a pop! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That's an excellent interception.
Vinicius Junior clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Tries to pass it through. Now it's Haaland. He's got away. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Rijkaard does well to get it back. King towards the front line.
Minutos de acréscimo.
Vinicius Junior, someone who is excelling. Vinicius Junior! Oh, that was no routine save.
Vinicius Junior actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Griezmann goes short. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Any thoughts on all this so far, Jim?
Well, I think we got a good indication of what both sides want to do, Peter. I suspect both will continue with their respective approaches, give or take the odd fine-tuning.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. Second period then underway. Rijkaard gets on his bike and on the move. And Batistuta! It's bounced back off the post. Marvellous goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Batistuta duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Messi. He's picked his way through. Tries to play it through. Real chance! And that's a sharp finish. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So again, we have parity.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Just about up to the hour now. Looking for the run. Can he get onto this? But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Vinicius, and a chance! Nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
So we have movement on both benches.
Camisa 18, camisa 13, camisa 19. Deixando o campo para a entrada de...
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Bale.
Camisa 5.
Bale!
Substituição.
And it's hit the woodwork and out. He doesn't look too happy with that.
I think his reaction says everything there, Peter. Just a fraction inside. That's all he needed to be.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Oh, that's nice. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Tanzania are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Costa Curta cuts out the pass. Tries one from range. Oh, it's come loose. He's had a shot. Now, who's going to be... And again. And he's heaved it away. And that's gone loose. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Messi. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That's been slipped through. And it's Vitinha.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That has ended up in no man's land. Di Lorenzo. 5 minutes left on the clock. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Diaz is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Lovely feet. Oh, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Van Nistelrooy. Played out to the left flank. That ball looks a good one. Vitinha. And the number on the board is 3. A drive! Oh, it's a thumping hit. The whistle's gone and the game is over. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, Peter, I suppose...
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it is quite an atmosphere here in the Mexican capital. That is what greets us whenever the nation's most decorated club is playing here. Things already rolling. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, when it comes to being very watchable, Peter, I don't think you...
And the finish! Off the post! Gabriel clears. That is good strength. It's Son Heung-min! Crossbar comes to the rescue.
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
Referee has just said play on. Can he get on the end of this? Great chance! In he goes again! Goal! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Bellingham. Kimmich, spread out to the left. Vinicius Junior going face-to-face with his great rival.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Tries to pass it through.
That's good pressing, it's really squeezing everything.
Yamal has crossed into the middle.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. This is the time you need that pace.
He's found a way through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. It's been shipped out wide. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Now, can they get him away? And this is Batistuta. That pass isn't the best. Looking to play him in. And this is Batistuta.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well timed, excellent interception. Xavi Alonso. Can he get it through?
Club America genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you...
Chance for a shot! And another try! He's got a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart.
Shevchenko! And he's stuck it away. And again they hit the front. Simplicity itself.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And here's Shevchenko. Real chance here. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Timber did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, that's a key interception. And here's Haaland.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Gabriel. And it's Bellingham. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Gabriel. Kimmich. And here's Shevchenko. That's cause for mild irritation. Xavi Alonso. Shevchenko. And here's Bellingham. Great vision. Big chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Squeeze it through. Bellingham. Out towards the flank. Nicely weighted ball. And the whistle goes for half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Tanzania can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And they can counter here. Neymar. Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? Dani Olmo can see things others simply cannot.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And back to the keeper. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. Haaland has created one goal already. That is a great pick out. Tries a shot! Oh, good finish! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Oh, somewhat off target. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Club America appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And here's Shevchenko. Timber cuts out the pass. Griezmann. Oh, they can break here. Looking for the run. Yamal gets flagged offside.
Cambio en el América. Número 22.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Número 14. Número 19. Se va a realizar un cambio.
And they're back on the ball again. Looking for options for movement. Tries to play it through. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Threads one in.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's picked his way through. Can he finish? And it's there! And they are disappearing out of sight. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So now the difference is 3. Well, it is plumb centre, but it is a fair way out on the very cusp of credible shooting range. Always going over the top. Oh, what's he done? Finds himself... Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Tanzania presented with a golden opportunity here. Drama over the penalty spot. One back. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments. Oh, shooting chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. That's very neat. Oh, he's bustling through here. Cafu did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Knocks it out wide. That's good pressing, squeezing the play.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
That looks a good ball through. And the shot! And a neat finish! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! That was easy, almost too easy.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. And a really good game is threatening to break out here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
It is another opportunity from a set piece they have here.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact.
Oh, good climb! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Shevchenko really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
Shevchenko. No, that's been intercepted. Gabriel kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Azar. He's a sharp little ball here. Lukaku receives it in a wide position.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Kimmich gets a foot in here. Shevchenko. And Azar. Olise. Now it's Yamal. And back to the keeper they go. It's Vinicius Junior. Azar. Now it's Shevchenko. Driving forward. The shrill sound of the whistle, and that is that. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport.